Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dicey Dungeons. Let's play some character, because I kind of forgot who we played as last time. You know, why don't we go for Jester, Episode 3, Losers Weepers, because that's the lowest completed character. And then we'll go to the Thief for the elimination round. Or maybe we should just, yeah, let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. Episode 3, The Jester, Losers Weepers. Hey, wouldn't it be cool if you stole all of an enemy's equipment every time you fought? Let's find out. After defeating an enemy, keep all of their equipment. Now delete skills, destroy cards permanently. Oh, new delete skills, destroy cards permanently. Wait a minute. So, you gain all of the equipment from an enemy forever? Like, your cards, your deck just gets infinitely thick? That seems incredibly bad. But let's give it a shot. Join us for another round of fun and failure with the Jester. As long-time viewers may recall, the Jester wasn't always a hideous blight on all that is good and true. But times change. Okay, so I have no idea. What do we have to start with? Boops? Bops? Sweets. Boops do 2 damage with 1 dice. Bops do 3 damage with a minimum roll of 3, and Sweets heal 2 for 1 dice. Okay, let's fight Hothead so we can heal. Hothead is weak to ice. So, in theory, if we defeat Hothead, we will gain a Fireball permanently. Oh, delete skill. Permanently delete the first card in your hand. So we can immediately get down to where we only have Sweets and Bops, I think. But you know what? We can't snap. We can magic trick to discard current hand. I understand now. So we just want to be able to, early game, delete bad cards, get the best deck possible. So we might want to even get rid of Sweets, just take things like Bops and Boops. This is an interesting one. So we're gonna Bop for damage, we're gonna Bop for damage, end turn. Permanently delete the first card in your hand for 5. Now, it makes it very easy to delete, but it's also a little bit annoying that you have to spend a dice on it. Right now we only have 2 dice that we can roll every turn. That seems pretty bad. So I am going to do 2 damage. I'm going to do 2 damage. Not being able to see your next card seems annoying. It doesn't seem that bad because it doesn't really... Well, I guess you steal all. It doesn't seem that bad because there is no snap playing duplicate cards for free, but... So we need to remove basic strikes and defends, I see. That's not wrong, because Fireball, it feels like it's a better boop. It can do up to 6 damage and burn a dice. It requires an even, but if we have an even, we would very much like to play the Fireball. So I think we want to play it slow here against Space Marine and start getting rid of bad cards. I can't even play Fireball, I'm realizing. That's unfortunate. You know what? Discard? Give me a Sweet. We're gonna get rid of these Boops. Boops are definitely the first card that needs to go. And if this guy hits us for 20, it doesn't matter. We heal to full at the end of combat. So, we are going to permanently get rid of a Boop. Deleted! I'm going to spend this dice getting ready to get rid of the other Boop, and we're gonna try to spend this entire fight getting rid of Boops. So he did roll a 9, so we took 10 damage. Get rid of a Boop. We're gonna get ready to get rid of the next Boop, and we're just gonna spend Space Marine farming up card removal. So we're gonna get rid of the Boop. And then we're going to play a Sweet. We do need to do damage to him so we can make sure we can make sure that we can kill him at some point during this fight, but you know, we can do 11 damage pretty. Actually, we can't really do damage that quickly. We can do 6 damage a turn. We may have just killed ourselves, but look, it's I'm still trying to figure out how this guy works. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's a good roll. I don't think we can kill him next turn, and we can't heal enough. You could kill him if we had a good fireball, but we did not roll good on the fireball. We're alive. Okay, but you know what? We did remove a couple of cards, but we have to kill him. I should have spent more dice early hitting him, but I wanted to do the card removal. So we get a plasma cannon. 20 for 10 damage. That actually seems pretty not worth it, because that is 4 dice for 10 damage. If we have fireballs, 4 dice can be 24 damage. Plasma cannon is not that worthwhile. We want to get that card removed, but we have to spend turns removing it, which is very unfortunate. I think we will fight Fireball. By Fireball, I mean Marshmallow, to get his fireballs, because his fireballs are probably pretty good. Discard current hand. We want snowballs. Snowballs are really good. If we can fill our deck with snowballs and fireballs, I think we'd be okay with it, although we wouldn't freeze dice as easily. In fact, we wouldn't freeze dice at all. So we're gonna, by the way, we have bops to do our damage. We've added in garbage, but we haven't added in anything. It's the game that adds in the garbage for us. So give me a boop. I'm gonna discard this hand, and then I'm just gonna sweet up. Sweet is a shield when you're at full health, so we can kind of block up a little bit. But dude, we need more dice. We need like 1 billion more dice. Well, do damage. Do damage. Do damage. I gotta hit him with the fireball if ever it shows up. You have to finesse an ability on the left. That is correct. If we stopped rolling 6s, if we want to get rid of a card, we have to make sure it's on the left. So I am gonna magic trick because I want to get back to fireball, which is right there. Like, I wish I could delay on this fight, but he does a lot. In fact, how are we gonna spend time removing cards? We just don't have the, my fucking god. We don't have the resources to delete everything every turn. I think we needed to farm more on the previous level, honestly. Alright, I have to do this, so we're gonna do it like this. Like, I think I needed to farm more earlier to remove the boops because the bops do the more damage, and we're doing so little damage right now. Like, the deck is getting better as time goes on, but it's still just like on the brink of disaster at every single moment. Give me a baby squid. Fight the pirate last. I like this roll. Snowball and fireball. I suppose we'd prefer to snowball and not fireball, but we have to... You know, we don't have to fireball. It's only 2 damage, and I'd prefer to freeze a dice than burn him. So we're gonna snowball. Oh, sweet. I'm gonna put that into delete. I'd like to delete a card. This deck gonna be thick, thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. I mean, hopefully we can thin it up a little bit. That's fine. That's still a burn. Right, we have 2 fireballs in the deck, I forgot about that. Then honestly, give me a heal for 2. Plasma cannon we have to get rid of. It's far too expensive. We took 6 damage, that's very unfortunate. Well, we can just get rid of it right now. Is that a 5? That's pretty good. So delete plasma cannon, please. Dude, honestly, delete boop. I like having the sweets for healing, But we really need things like headbutt. No, headbutt? I was reading the screen. We really need things like bump. We need to be able to bump. If we can bump, then we can get extra dice, which is a very strong thing to have for the Jester. So, we don't have to kill Baby Squid right now. We can delay. But I think I'm gonna kill Baby Squid, because I don't know what to remove right now. Maybe sweets, so we can spend the dice doing more damage, but let's just do that right now. You receive duplicate, and you have to take it. Duplicate is exactly what I wanted. Destroy a card, destroy a card. Yes, please. Cauldron, do 1 damage to get a new dice. Seems good. I think I'd prefer card destruction. Bops, duplicate, fireball, headbutt, ink splat has to be removed. Snowball, sweets. Yeah, I think now we need to get rid of bops because with evens and odds we can apply status effects. Fireball is just a better headbutt, although Fireball doesn't really work that well with Snowball because Snowball and Fireball can't freeze and burn a dice at the same time. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is buy a card destruction on ink splat because the blinding dice literally does nothing to the AI. And yes, that is spending gold when we could just do that with dice in a combat, but I'd rather just spend the dice in combat to do damage, you know? Okay. Seems like a good headbutt. Do 6 damage. Then I think we will bop. I think we will sweet, because it's the only thing we can do. So what are we going to get from this guy? We're going to get Cannon Fire and Pirate Hook. Cannon Fire sucks. Pirate Hook also sucks. It is nice that it's reusable damage, but that's headbutt with evens. I don't know. Pirate Hook might actually be pretty decent for us, but Cannon Fire has to be removed. This guy does a lot of damage though, so we have to kill him quickly, unfortunately. We are going to freeze him. I mean, like, freezing doesn't really do that much because he can just put dice into Cannon Fire. Maybe we just want to burn him instead. But we'll headbutt. And then probably just do as much damage as we can, which is that. Froze the 1 into a 1? I hate that sound effect. What is that sound effect? I don't understand that. Cheese and bees, thank you for the cheer. Sauce. Give me a bop? Bop. Okay, you're dead. You know what? We could have spent a dice removing a card, but I don't know what to remove. I really don't. I think we should go card removal. We do need to remove Cannon Fire. They're basically, they are a better boop. Maybe you get rid of the bops and you go burn deck because the snowball and the fireballs don't mix well. I think I'll remove a bop. We gotta start removing some of these bad cards anyways. Dump a bop. Now we have 19 HP. Good God. We're gonna fight the Dryad first. We need to have access to the healing. Now Yeti, he has 4 snowballs, so we can very easily turn this into a frost deck. Venus Flytrap, Poison Slingshot. I do like having a Venus Flytrap for healing. Fireball. Cannon Fire. Okay. Fireball. Cannon. Cannon. Burned all of her dice. Now, can we do 12 damage in a turn? Yes, but we have to roll very high. and not have headbutt. Dude, I'm like, remove a sweet. These 2 heals, they're just not worth it. There's a fireball. Duplicate the 5. Now we're getting somewhere. Now, if we can get to the cannon guy, pirate hook, we can reuse this. I guess that's the sound effect of putting a 5 into that. It's so annoying though. Okay, that wasn't that bad. You desperately need to heal. Spatula, flip a dice upside down. I've learned to appreciate this. Spatula I think is pretty good. We're gonna take it. Now, again, we need to be removing cards, but it's just hard to do. Yeah, it's jarring. That's a good way of putting it. Ice Shard, Ice Age. Ice Age I don't care about. Ice Shard is pretty okay, but they're odds. We have a lot of, like, fire built into the deck with Cannon Fire. And he's weak to fire, so we should definitely put dice in the Cannon Fire. Pirate Hook we can't reuse. We could bop, we could remove a bop. Let's remove a bop. Dupe the 4. I don't think it's worth it for the poison. I think it's worth it to just bop. And then fireball again. We got good value out of the fireballs. So we took 6 damage. Not that bad. We will heal to full after the combat, so all we need to do is live. Kind of want to just dump a 1 into Pirate Hook, but let's dump the 4 into... Let's dump the 1 into Venus Flytrap in case we get a bop. That was not that bad. So he's going to be on 2 HP if he uses his dice, which he cannot do because it's a 6. Okay. If we sweet, we can delete a card this turn. I think we do delete Poison Slingshot. So we're going to sweet. By sweeting, we won't die on this turn because he can only roll 10 damage. So I think we want to sweet and remove Poison Slingshot. And we should be able to do 6 damage at any point in time, but I'm just slow playing it to get value out of card removal right now. So again, we cannot die on this turn. Headbutt I kind of like. Snowball and Fireball I also kind of like. So I tell you what, dump a 2, and then Magic Trick. Dupe a 4. Change a 1. I don't think we need this many fireballs, but it is better than Cannon Fire if you have an even, but will we always have an even? Not really. I think what we actually want to do is get Bop on the left and then remove it, but we can't. We could remove 2 cards right here, remove Fireball and Bop. I actually think that's pretty decent. You know, we have enough fireballs. We need to start removing cards. You know, when we get really good things in our deck, we need to be able to draw them as quickly as possible. 7 HP, so we are on lethal. So I think here we're just gonna kill. Yeah, Magic Trick discards my entire hand. We're still at 13! Good God. We actually only have 1 fireball, but we have Cannon Fire as well. We need to get rid of Ice Age. We need to get rid of... If we get rid of Cannon Fire and Fireball, we have an Ice deck, and I kind of like that. Ice, I think, is pretty strong. Bump. We're gonna get Bump before we remove a card. Bump is incredible. Because Bump lets us duplicate cards and turn an odd into an even. duplicate dice, excuse me. So I like Ice Shard. We're gonna dupe a 4. Might as well put like a 3 in there. Keep freezing his dice. I like freezing dice. Turn a 2 into a 5. He's gonna roll a 3. I love it. That was a really good turn. That's why I liked freeze, because freeze locks this guy down. He can't do a damn thing. He hits me for 2. I put up that much shield. I put up that much shield for breakfast. Now I think is when we do a burn turn. Burn turn! Although we can't burn with the... Oh no, we can just dump a dice into cannon fire. So fireball. Cannon fire. Give me a cannon fire. And then give me a Venus flytrap. He cannot use more than 1 dice. Otherwise he will die. So he can only use 1 dice. He's gonna use the 5. Still very good. Being able to upgrade your destroy ability to be cheaper would be good. You cannot upgrade destroy, delete. You can't upgrade the... Because this is not equipment. This is not equipment. This is an innate feature on this run. Can't be upgraded. Do we need Headbutt? No, we need to get rid of Ice Age. But I don't see us getting rid of Ice Age because Headbutt is to the left of it. I could get rid of 2 things on this turn, Headbutt and Ice Age. We don't need equipment, so this is actually pretty good to dump. I think I've convinced myself. I'm gonna take damage on this turn to get rid of Ice Age. Ice Age taking 2 dice to do no damage doesn't seem that useful. So he will hit us for 8. But I think it's still worthwhile. There is an apple after this fight, so I don't think it's that bad. Okay, I'm just gonna hit him. Do we need Pirate Hook? Just do 5 damage? Wouldn't you rather do 5 damage and then freeze? Get rid of Pirate Hook. I like Snowball, I like Ice Shard. Come on, keep going till you got all the hands. All your hands? Do I get to keep your hands? So we get Spanner, Pea Shooter, and Hammer. Hammer's pretty decent. I don't know if I appreciate Spanner, because it just takes dice. It doesn't really give me dice. But Bump is really nice. Bump is something we're always going to want to see. Now we're completely out of gold, so we can't get card destruction, but we're getting better at doing that ourselves, I think. Level up in 11. I think we're going to go to Kraken to upgrade first, and then we'll fight Super Sneezy. Because Super Sneezy's probably going to kill us. Unless we can freeze him. He only rolls 1 dice. If we can freeze him every turn, we'll be okay. So Kraken, you get 5 dice. Also, not great equipment, but we'll see. I think we're gonna Ice Shard. Gonna cannon you. I want to see how the freeze and burn interacts, because it feels like if the burning dice is not the highest rolling dice, you can hit multiple things with the freeze there. That's fine. We'll get rid of Pea Shooter on the next turn. Yeah, okay. Burn 2, freeze 1. That's not too bad. If I combine dice, I still don't know what it is, but if I combine 2 dice and then I get a 6 and a 1 out of it, I will know what they are. Okay, so the left one's a 6, the right one is a 1. So, we probably want to put the 5 to freeze. Actually, the right one, it's not necessarily a 1. It could be something else, but we are going to get rid of P shooter. And then we are going to snowball. It's only 1 damage, but that's okay. And then we're gonna needs a 4 or more to dupe. That's okay. We'll have we'll likely have a 4 on the next turn, and then we'll get value out of spatula and duplicate. That's a good one. That's a good turn coming up. I hate that he got 2 attacks out though. J.R. Tung. Hello, welcome. You play Isaac, Gungeon, Rogue Legacy, Wizard of Legend. Those are the ones that I know from the ones that you've listed. Yeah, try Dicey Dungeons and Slay the Spire if you like the kind of card and dice RNG variety of roguelikes, because I've been having a lot of fun with them. Give me a dupe on the 5. Turn the 2 into a 5. Dead Cells is hard and annoying. I get annoyed by it anyways. I think that was a 6. That's really freaking good. We can make a 6 and then Venus Flytrap. There's my odd. I would like to get rid of 1 cannon fire. And then just do damage and freeze. You're down to 3 HP. That's pretty good. He's gonna get 1 attack. No, he decided not to attack. He decided to curse me instead. It's fine. I think I will still get rid of the other cannon fire though. Whew. I like having hammer. But we don't need Spanner, but I want to make sure we can kill the Kraken on this turn. So unfortunately, we're kind of forced to just get a KO. That's still pretty good. We removed a few cards, and we're still alive. And with Freeze, I think we can pretty easily take out the Sleazy. So Bump can be used twice. Dupe can dupe any dice. Is good, but I think I'd rather have a better Bump. Ice Shard can take any value dice. Snowball does more damage, which is really good. Spanner can be used 3 times. That's not that good. That's not that good. And that's not that good. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna go Bump. If we get a 6 with Bump, that's a lot of extra dice. Then we'll fight Super Sneezy, and if we can freeze him every turn, he's doing like 2 damage a turn, which is nothing. No, if we freeze him, he's going to inflict us with 1 poison every turn, which means that we're going to take 1 damage every turn. Yeah, okay, so freeze is OP against Super Sneezy. And we can actually heal out of this as well, which makes me think that we should try to work on the deck right now. Like, I don't see a reason to not specifically try and thin up the deck a little bit. Because this fight, he does 1 damage, I can heal for 2 every turn if I get a, I forget the name of the card, but if I get one of those cards, we can just heal every turn. So give me a 5 and a 2. Dupe the 6. Gotta love it. Hammer is not important. We do want to Ice Shard. I don't think we need, we're gonna dump this as sweets. I don't think we don't need Overwhelm. That's something we definitely need to get rid of. Far too slow. Yeah, I'd much rather manage the enemy with Shock and Freeze. So I think what we're gonna do, oh, I can't do it. Unless I get rid of Ice Shard. I mean, we do have a Snowball. We don't need Snowball and Ice Shard. We already have another one in the deck. I'd rather keep it though. You know, I'm gonna Magic Trick. I want something else. Curse is pretty interesting, but it requires a 4. Okay, I'm gonna heal. We can double bump. And then you spatula, you get another 6. That's the combo we're looking for. That's the combo we're looking for. I actually think Deep Sea Howl is pretty good. If you can curse an enemy, then they have a 50% chance of not being able to do anything. So let's spend on this. I do like having one fireball, but we don't necessarily need it. You know, I'm gonna keep the fireball. You wanna know why? We've hit the end of our deck on a turn. That means we have too many dice, not enough equipment. So we actually do need more equipment now. We are gonna get more equipment, but we're also gonna get like Sneeze, which gives me more dice, you know. So yeah, this is very good. Overwhelm I'd like to get rid of, but it can't be on the left like that. This is fine. Oh, I thought Overwhelm was gonna do 6. It only did 1, of course. Soon all Abe's gonna have in this deck is Spatula Plus. Look, I'm not gonna be upgrading Spatula, so sorry to say, it's not gonna happen. We need to get rid of Overwhelm. So I will play a Fireball, which means that he can't touch his dice, otherwise he dies. Then we're gonna get rid of Overwhelm. And then honestly, I kind of feel like just trying to heal. Like end turn, we'll try to get a healing on the next bit. There it is. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Sneeze is what I'm looking for. Poison I don't really think is, you might as well heal now. Poison I don't think is what I'm looking for in this deck right now. I probably want to remove it, but if we have nothing else to play, at least we can do it. That's a good roll, especially with bump. So you bump, you bump, Spatula, Venus Flytrap, Ice Shard, Snowball, split a dice into 1s. You know, actually makes sense because I can get value out of Poison Needles. With Sneeze, that actually does make sense. Then we'll burn you, Ice Shard, Poison Needle again. You know, maybe Poison Needle can stay. Because that was pretty good. You know, maybe they fixed it so that Frozen can still apply to other dice that are not burning or something. I need a 6. Or I should say I'd want a 6. We dupe a 6. Give me a sweet hammer. Can't do anything with this dice. I actually think I like Deep Sea Howl, so we're gonna end turn right there. Winifaz official hello, welcome. I don't know if I'm gonna keep playing Dicey Dungeons for the remainder of the stream, but at least for now, yes. Because people wanted to see it. I'm kind of playing it by ear a little bit. Claw, Claw, Direwolf Howl. Needs doubles curse the enemy. We actually have a better way of applying curse, I think. I don't think we need Direwolf Howl. We can remove cards on our own. Let's go for the upgrade. Duplicating any card is nice. Hammer not requiring a 6 to shock is also very good. Fireball can burn 2 dice. Ice Shard can take any dice. Poison Needle can be used 5 times per turn. Sneeze gives you an extra 1. You know? That doesn't seem that bad. We're gonna go Sneeze. Just an extra dice seems pretty useful. Now we can get another upgrade. Could also get Shovel, try to inflict weaken on someone. But I think we're actually gonna upgrade, and I actually think I'm gonna upgrade, of all things, Spatula. Because now if you sneeze Spatula, you get 3 6s. It seems pretty good, honestly. We gotta fight Snowman, get access to the heals. You feel like upgrades are not really worth it on the Joker. I really like the upgrades on the Jester, because especially for things like Sneeze, Spatula, Bump, you get bonus die. So like a Sneeze, okay. I get 7 1s. Sorry, instead of 7 1s, what I meant to say was 3 6s and 4 1s. Okay, now I got 3 6s. We can curse him. We can start burning him. Duplicate another 6. All of a sudden we have enough, more 6s. We've got infinite 6s. Do an Ice Shard. Give me Sweet. Give me an Ice Shard. Give me a Claw. A Bump into a Bump is another couple of dice. Then you can Poison Needle. We're applying a lot of status effects. We could double curse him. I'm actually gonna just get rid of 2 6s. And by get rid of 2 6s, I mean just get rid of that one option. Odd freeze. I think we're fine there. I'm gonna curse him again. And then Claw, which is a better Poison Needle, I think. That's a pretty good turn. Look at this. He took damage using the 5. What a fool, he's gonna die! Let's go! Double curse! Like, that's the combo we want. We can just play a lot of dice. Like, he's dead if I play anything, so let's try to fish for a Sweet. Well, he's dead, but we took no damage. We killed him. Now, we will have 4 more snowballs, but if we roll 1s, we can use the snowballs, but we should probably focus on removing them now. I think we're gonna go for Rhino Beetle, specifically because he is easy to kill with freeze, and we have freeze now. A lot of it. So we're going to freeze him. Freeze him. Get rid of the 1. And then we'll bump to create another dice. Not the best bump usage, but at least we get another dice from it. Then we'll shock him. Freeze his remaining dice. He can only do like 2 damage this turn, and we'll have a Spatula next turn. He can only do, 2 damage. Okay. Claw the 3. I want to get to like a dupe or something. Sneeze is good, and we can actually use it to pretty good effect here. We have a 1-2-2. Watch this. We turned a 1-2-2 into 3 6s, plus a lot of extra dice. That's really good. That's really good. Curse an enemy. I'll spend 2 6s to curse him. Poison Needle again. Claw. Venus Flytrap. We didn't do any freezing this turn, but he has 8 poison and he's cursed. So here's hoping he can't do anything. Rhino Beetle? More like Rhino Suck. So we don't need this many snowballs anymore. I'm gonna get rid of a couple of them. Although we can't kill him anymore. But I'm still gonna do it. There we go. I just had to get something that let me attack. So we'll bump, bump. Now he's dead. I gotta keep thinning the deck because we have to make sure that we just don't fill it full of garbage and fill it full of things that means we can't play anything. We want to be able to access bump, headbutt, spatula, not headbutt, bump, spatula, duplicate, etc., etc. Let's fight the Warlock, then we can upgrade. We'll definitely Spanner. Dude, how does Warlock function with my deck mechanics? I have no freaking idea. Oh, right, no, this is not, I thought this was Doppelganger, or whatever his name is. This is this guy. I would like to shock him. Actually, shocking doesn't matter that much. It doesn't matter because he has 3 dice with 2 attacks, so. Locking also does not matter. I had to think about it for a second. There we go. I was looking for the sneeze. Oh, let's go. Curse him? I'll curse him. I'll spend 2 6s for that. Because 1s means we can play Snowball. Oh. We're going infinite. Burn him. You claw him. You snowball him. You snowball him. Now we will delete Beetle Headbutt because that is kind of just hot garbage. That was a pretty good, like, look at all the status effects we can apply. So we are confused and shocked. Max 2. I think this is Sneeze. No, Max 2. Oh, what is Max 2? Poison Needle. What were these ones? Odd. Needs a 4. This was not a great turn. Max 4. Duplicate? No, I don't know what that was. There's so much garbage in the deck that I just don't know what anything is. I hate it. The confusion is working on him, so we have 2 freeze. Needs a 4, that's the curse. Max 2? If it's not poison, what is Max 2? Odd. This is definitely snow. Right, can't do that. Getting bad luck on equipment draw, but we need to thin out the deck a little bit, I think. We need to make sure we can get the, duplicate combo every turn. Max 3. That's a claw. Even. That's a fireball. I don't know what this is. Bump. This is a dupe. That's another curse. I think I missed lethal by doing this, by the way. He can't touch one of his dice without dying, but I think I did miss lethal, unfortunately. We're gonna take 2 damage because of it. Oh no. At least I can see what the hell's going on now. And maybe we can actually recover a little bit of HP. You know, recover the damage that I took anyways. I think the answer to that is going to be no, though. Yes. In that case, let us end turn. Screwed it up a little bit, but he is dead. And we have plenty of healing that we can take right now. Flick, confuse, add random status effects. I feel like both of these are bad, except for Dark Shadow. Doing damage and applying random status effects is good. But the shooting star is not that good, because I don't think confuse affects the enemy at all. What the hell do you upgrade? Battle Axe taking a max, that's already upgraded for the bump. 10 to curse an enemy instead of doubles, I don't know. Duplicate any dice. You know, honestly, it's actually not that bad, because dice duplication is kind of how we win. Speak of the devil, we're gonna dupe a 6. Do damage, add 2 random status effects. Yes. Also, I'm gonna Deep Sea Howl. We're gonna bump to get more dice, and then we're gonna Spatula. So now we get a lot of damage. You might as well hammer. You might as well Fly Trap. Give me a Spatula. Him locking my dice is kind of unfortunate. I'd rather him not do that. Dump this. Spanner is not that good, but we need to find an opportunity to remove it. We could remove Poison Needle, but I kind of like dumping ones into that, so I kind of feel like we'll just Magic Trick. And then Burn. And then Sneeze. Perfect. Get confused, get frozen, get poisoned, get frozen, get frozen. That's a lot of snowballs. We definitely need to remove a few of them. Does he even know what's going on? Okay. Not the best rolls. I would like to get rid of 1 snowball. We got too many snowballs. It's kind of a freeze poison build, but the fire and the freeze don't really interact well together. Wow, I actually can't do anything. I want to get Shooting Star to the left and destroy it, but I kind of like the other 2 cards. Claw isn't that important, honestly, but it does give us something to do with, you know, mid-roll 3s or 2s. I can't get rid of Poison Needle, unfortunately. Like, I can't put 1 dice into it to dump it. I have to put multiple dice into it to dump it. But at least he is dead. And I'm gonna keep going in case I can get rid of Shooting Star. I don't like Shooting Star. It doesn't seem to be helpful at all. So let's dump it. And we'll end turn. You know, he was dead to the poison anyways, I think. It's okay. Oh, we get all of this equipment. Avalanche is not that bad. Do damage and you get a free reroll. That's okay. I'll take the avalanches. I don't know about the locking because it doesn't work against many enemies, but against Wafy here, I think it's pretty good. We know that Frost completely counters her deck. She doesn't have a deck, she has equipment, but we have a deck. Another fight? Yeah, go on then. So, like, I guess she's not dying after every combat. I don't know why I thought that she would. Sneeze! Hachoo! Curse! Let's do some damage and freeze. Do damage, re-roll with a lower value. This is actually really good with the spatula, I feel. Because we can just keep turning dice into high values. We do want to poison, though. So maybe we'll poison needle right now. Avalanche is okay. We'll dump a 4 into that. We get a 3 back. That's a good snowball. Dude, I love Avalanche. It's just free damage. I would like to do a little bit more freezing. Just so that we can make sure that all of her dice are gone, but she is also cursed. Give me an Avalanche. I would like to shock you as well. No, Dark Shadow, so much better. 2 status effects instead of 1. She has 3 curse! And 4 freeze! Oh, this is so good! Sneeze is the best equipment in the game. Dude, I've had so much fun sneezing. Sneeze has been really good on the Thief deck that we had, Finders Keepers. This one. I like it. Bump. Bump. Dupe. Battle Axe. Hammer. Claw. You know what? Give me some glare. Ka-ching, ka-ching. And give me a burn. You're dead. That was a 2-turn KO? That's so good. Ah, the little betrayer is back. Yep, it's me. How does it feel to be on the other side of the wheel? Pretty good, actually. Really? After all these hundreds of years of spinning the wheel? Even you must realize it's not going to land on a prize. I mean, that's not ideal, but you know what? Better to be cheated than to be a cheat. Well, let's go through the motions. I know the game is building up to a moment when it's going to land on the car. Will you look at that? You lose. Guess I'll have to go and fight in another episode then. At least I know I'm on the right side now. See you soon, minion. And for eternity. I'm telling you, it's going to land on the car at some point. It's going to happen. Who'd we unlock? The Gardener. Reason for entering the dungeons. Barely remember nowadays, to be honest. It happened so long ago. If he's been down here so long, why is he still a level 1 minion? You fight him at the very beginning of the game. Yeah, that was an interesting style of playing the Jester. You steal all of his equipment. I guess that's probably the analog of the Thief, whereas the episode 2 is the analog of the Warrior. I think you really do have to spend a lot of time thinning out the deck a little bit, because the Boops and the Bops have to go, because they're not good value. And we did add in a lot of fireballs, cannon fires, and snowballs and stuff like that, but I think we did a pretty good job of removing them, because they're just not good value. 2 damage and a burn is fine, but if I have a 6, I could just put it into like a hammer and do 6 damage and a shock, which seems a little bit better. Good run. Fun run.